Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Super Bowl 51 is right around the corner, guys. In this video, I'm giving you guys my X Factor for Super Bowl 51. And I also give you my thoughts on Lady Gaga being Super Bowl 51's halftime performer. Could they pick somebody else different? Who will be the X Factor? Tune in right here on Jet Nation.
Everything around me.
Now, we look at Super Bowl 51, everybody probably saying, how did the Falcons end up in the Super Bowl? I mean, look at the Falcons roster right now. You have Matt Ryan, you have Coleman, Devontae Freeman, Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu. You brought in Gabriel from the Cleveland Browns, which is like another good player. The defense, Dan Quinn's defense, I mean, Vic Beasley looking like a freaking beast now. You got in Jones from LSU, who's looking like a steal in that draft. I mean, look at the Falcons offense. You got the weapons. Defense now turned into a good defense. A little bit like Seattle's defense. And also Matt Ryan was supposed to do or die for him. Moving to a new stadium next year. The Falcons fans pretty much are still behind Michael Vick saying Matt Ryan's never lived up to the billing like we expect him to live up to the billing. And now it was do or die for him this season. So Matt Ryan turned out a good season. I'm thinking he's going to win the MVP. I mean, yes, Tom Brady looked good. But let's be honest with you. You missed 4 games, you're not winning MVP. Aaron Rodgers ran the table like he says he ran the table. But you lost to the Falcons. And only the candidate was either you're going to give it to Zeke or Prescott. And you're not going to give it to one of those guys. You're going to give it to a guy who's in the Super Bowl game. So I expect Matt Ryan to win the MVP trophy. Now, look at the Patriots on this side. You have Tom Brady. I mean, what Tom Brady does every year. Either get to the AFC Championship game or you get to the Super Bowl. And Tom Brady got to the Super Bowl again for another year. This will be his 7th Super Bowl appearance with Bill Belichick. And, I mean, was I surprised, even though without Gronkowski, I mean, when Oakland lost David Carr, I mean, Derek Carr. When Oakland lost Derek Carr, I mean, you know they're not going to make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, Steelers without Bryant is still left with Antonio Brown, but eventually Bill Belichick always takes away your best weapon. So it took away Le'Veon Bell. Well, even though he did get injured the game, but it still took away Le'Veon Bell early in the game. Antonio Brown had a so-so game. So the Patriots getting to the Super Bowl, not shocked, not surprised. But now to get on to this video, the X Factor to me of the Super Bowl is going to be Julio Jones. I mean, let's be honest with you. Malcolm Butler, sorry, bro. That dude on the other side of the field from the Falcons is a totally different beast. Pretty much, he's going to be T.O. If you look back at the Super Bowl, the Patriots played the Eagles. T.O. was not 100% in that game. A dude had over 100 yards and a touchdown, people. I mean, that's without a healthy T.O. Now, we all know Julio Jones has turf toe injury. But let's be honest with you. Julio Jones is a freak. He's a beast. That dude is still going to be out there ball in the Super Bowl to me. And it's going to be odd to see how Bill Belichick going to take away Julio Jones. Because he's, like I said in the video, Bill Belichick usually takes away your best weapon anytime he plays a team. How are you going to bounce around it? How are you going to get around it? How are you going to score points out Julio Jones being your best player? But to be honest with you guys, I think Julio Jones is still going to be the man. He's not going to let Malcolm Butler stop him. I'm sorry. You can play zone coverage. You can put a safety over the top of Julio Jones. I think he's going to be X Factor, even though I'll give you guys my predictions later on when the game gets closer. Even if they did somehow, let's say, minimize Julio Jones to 50 yards, I mean, the Patriots defense is good at stopping the run. So, I mean, it's going to then fall back onto Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, what are you going to do? Are you going to get to Sanu? Are you going to get to Taylor Gabriel? Are you going to get to your tight end Humper? I mean, we're going to see what's going to happen. But to me, I think Julio Jones will be X Factor. I still think he's going to do his thing, man. I don't think nobody's going to stop him in this game. And I will give you guys my predictions of the Super Bowl 51 probably next week, sometimes next week, but not today. But again, Julio Jones to me will be the X Factor Super Bowl. I don't think Malcolm Butler is going to stop him. I think Julio Jones is going to do his thing. And that guy is going to be a beast on that Super Bowl stage. Remember now, what school is he from? He is from Alabama. And then one thing odd about Julio Jones, I mean, you hear this guy in the media. Has anybody heard of Julio Jones in the media getting in trouble? I mean, bringing attention to himself. The dude is strictly business. No offense to Odell Beckham. You don't see him out in the club, in the bar, on a yacht. The dude's strictly in the room, doing his work, learning how to be a professional player. And to me, that's why Julio Jones will be the X Factor in this game. Now, you know what? I just want to give my predictions, but I'm not giving you guys my predictions. I'll save it until next week. But again, Julio Jones will be the X factor in this game. I think Tom Brady's going to be Tom Brady. It's not going to be anything odder than Tom Brady being a probably good 200 yards passing, a touchdown, 2 touchdowns. It's going to be Tom Brady and Matt Ryan. You're going to win MVP. Julio Jones will be the X factor of this Super Bowl game. And it's going to be a great game. Okay. Oh, yeah. On to Lady Gaga being the halftime performer. I mean, well, I like to see something different. I mean, we did see Beyonce 2 years ago at the Super Bowl. I mean, see the thing about it. NBA, they go out and get different people for the NBA All Star halftime performance. I think this year's gonna be Ariana Grande will be the performer. So I mean, there's no shade towards Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's a great performer. I just want to see him change up a little bit. I mean, you had Katy Perry a couple years ago, something different. Would I like to see a Drake perform at the Super Bowl? Sure. Would I like to see Justin Timberlake perform the Super Bowl? Would I like to see Taylor Swift perform the Super Bowl? Sure. There's nothing against Lady Gaga. Is she going to keep eyes on the screen during halftime? I mean, we've seen some of the past performances at the Super Bowl not keep eyes on the camera. I mean, you go back and think of what dude when it was in Tampa. I forgot the dude's name who performed here in Tampa for Super Bowl about 4, 5, 8 years ago. I mean, this thing's some excitement to keep me engaged because usually it'd be click at halftime performances. I mean, who was last year's halftime performer? I cannot think. See, I don't know who last year's halftime performer was for Super Bowl 51. Super Bowl 50. It's just you got to keep me engaged, man. So again, guys, X Factor Super Bowl 51. I'm going with Julio Jones. I think he's gonna have a big game. Nobody's gonna stop him. Sorry, Malcolm Butler. Sorry, that zone defense on the Patriots. You're not gonna stop Julio Jones. Super Bowl 51 halftime performer Lady Gaga. Is she gonna keep my interest? Probably not, guys. I'll probably be on Twitter, probably on Instagram, flipping through stuff. So, no disrespect to Lady Gaga. I mean, she's a good performer, but she's not gonna keep my interest, guys. I'm sorry. And again, X Factor for today for the Super Bowl 51 will be Julio Jones. And don't forget, guys, tonight I'll be giving you guys my SmackDown live review. And then tomorrow you also get my Royal Rumble preview and predictions about that event. And also on Thursday, you'll be getting my NXT San Antonio preview and predictions. So guys, all the social media links will be down below in the description. Thank you for tuning to Jet Nation. I'm James Taylor. Peace out.